Now, should London's councils stop using a controversial brand of weed killer? Last week, a US court awarded a man over £200 million who claimed the pesticide called Roundup contributed to his terminal cancer. Its makers say the product is safe. But as Paul Hawkins reports, there are growing calls to end its use in our parks.
Pour a bit there in there.
Killing weeds the natural way.
Inside you've got plant oils and sugar, so it's all chemical free.
Hammersmith and Fulham Council have been using this eco foam for a year now.
You can see that it's actually working straight away. Do quite a lot of spraying with this as well.
2 years ago, the council decided to stop using herbicides.
It's a different way of looking at treating weeds. So what we do is we use the foam, and then what we then go on to do is to remove the roots. I think the thing about glyphosate is that people see it as a cheap and quick option, but our commitment is that we should be looking at the greener agenda and wider public health matters.
Last week, a US court ruled glyphosate was responsible for a groundskeeper's terminal cancer, and that the company that made it, Monsanto, knew that. It'll cost them hundreds of millions of dollars. But Monsanto insists 800 scientific studies show the herbicide doesn't cause cancer. This weed killer isn't made by Monsanto, but it does contain glyphosate, which in 2015 the World Health Organization said probably causes cancer in humans. However, a year later in 2016, the World Health Organization seemed to change its mind and say that it was unlikely to pose a carcinogenic risk to human health through diet. So who are we to believe?
What is in dispute is the fact that other state regulators, so the Environmental Protection Agency in the US or the European Food Safety Authority in Europe, have ruled that glyphosate is safe. But actually, those processes that they went through have been very opaque and have been shown to be manipulated by the industry. Given the huge evidence about the health concerns around glyphosate and the environmental impacts that this chemical is having, I would hope that other London councils will follow Hammersmith and Fulham's example and go pesticide-free.
Lambeth Council tell us they're committed to ending their widespread use and are looking for a cost-effective solution, while Richmond Council are currently working with their contractors to review the use of the chemical. For now, though, Hammersmith and Fulham Council remain the only London borough with a total herbicide ban. Paul Hawkins, BBC London News.